America has found its new bachelor, heartthrob, Ivy League graduate, valedictorian of his high school class, fashion icon, dreamy eyes, and it is the one guy you would never let your daughter date, Luigi Mangione. He's also the same guy who was accused of gunning down the United Healthcare CEO. The alleged assassin somehow has a booming fan base, a fan base he's actually had to ask to send him fewer letters in jail and photos. Evidently, the jail's mail system is overwhelmed. His lawyers say, quote, due to the volume of photos, they could take longer than usual to be screened and shared. Luigi appreciates the photos that are sent and kindly asks that people send no more than 5 photos at a time. Please note that every photo is received, screened, and reviewed by law enforcement. Can't imagine why they had to add screened and reviewed by law enforcement. Clinical psychologist Dr. Chloe Carmichael is with us. Look, this is one I just don't understand. How does this guy become a folk hero? What is the psychology of, or pathology of these fans?
Yeah, that's a good question. And I think you're right. It's part psychology and it's part pathology. But we have to remember, even Charles Manson had admirers, right? So Luigi does appear to be young, fit. He's intelligent. He's obviously capable. I mean, allegedly that he made a ghost gun and had this plan. He's interested in risk taking, and he's willing and able to stand up for what he believes is right. I believe what he did is terrible. But if there are, young women out there that are confused and somehow think that it's a brave and valiant thing to do to, gun down that incredible family man, an incredible story of that CEO. But if somehow these women have it in their minds that, this is a positive, then they could go for him. What gets me is it's the same women that said Daniel Penny was toxically masculine, right? But they're lining up for this guy.
Yeah, there's something there. Look, I don't get it, but he's entered this part of ether of culture. Jon Stewart on The Daily Show spent a long time talking about just this. Take a listen.
A new acronym for a new age. It's not MAGA. It's something more like Make America Not Governed in Obviously Negative. Abort! I'm kidding. No vigilantes.
Okay, it's okay to smile. I promise. This is my question though. What is it? Is it people who are lonely? Is it we see women who marry guys who are in jail or serving life sentences? I get that there's a few of them, but that they would have a combined $600,000 and some odd to give. There must be a lot of these folks.
Yeah, well, I mean, we have to remember also his legal team seems quite adept. They set up, as a website. They're encouraging people. They're sending personal messages from him. On some level, he's actually working, to build that relationship. And then we have to also understand that there are always women who have kind of a pathological draw, like a moth to the flame, right, to these bad boys, because women do have just an evolutionary desire to be with a man who is strong and who can protect them and who's capable and who can stand up and fight for what's right. And if these women somehow, again, just develop a warped sense of what's right, or, maybe they had a hard relationship with their father, or, whatever the case be, that they're drawn, to this pathology, or in some weird way, if they actually think he's a white knight.
Yeah, he seems to be sort of leaning into it, right? With the looks at the cameras and the clothes and everything else. Dr. Chloe Carmichael, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Thank you. So good to see you. And we have to remember, the only reason we know his face is because he took off his mask to flirt.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.